Hi, my name is Jennifer. Welcome back to my channel. Today I have another book haul. Now, I did only do a book haul very recently, and I really don't normally buy a lot of books, she says. But I paid another visit to this second-hand bookshop that I went to a few months ago, and I should have known I was going to buy some more books. So yeah, we do have another book haul. It's if you saw my book haul, was it the last one or the one before? The one before last, where I talked about getting quite a lot of classics, like Penguin Classic Editions. It was that same bookshop that I went back to because I had another appointment at the hospital, and I had to walk past the bookshop to get to the station. So of course I went in and I did buy some more books. So the bookshop, if you're interested, if you're visiting or are in Liverpool, it's called Henry Bohns Bookshop. It's in the centre of town. It is on the bottom of London Road near to Lime Street Station. It's set over 2 floors. I think their classic area, their classic sort of book collection is very good. They have quite a lot of older crime fiction as well. And then they have like tons of non-fiction, poetry, all kinds. There's like a little horror section upstairs. So yeah. It's an excellent bookshop. Let me just tell you what I got, because I got some good stuff. So, if you saw that book haul last time I went there, you'll have seen that I got my first ever Penguin clothbound book there, which was Little Women by Louisa May Alcott. This time around, I got another clothbound Penguin book, but it is one of those little editions, and this is The Lottery by Shirley Jackson. So this, I think, is my best find of the day. This is a cute little book. It's a short story collection. I have read this book before, really enjoyed it, really like Shirley Jackson, and I really like short stories, and I just really like this copy, and I think it's going to look lovely on my shelf. So I was so pleased with that one. Then let's talk about these ones. So last time I was at that bookshop, I bought a few, what are they called, Penguin English Library classics, including 2 Sherlock Holmes short story collections, these 2. This time I got not only another of the Sherlock Holmes short story collections, this is The Adventure of the 6 Napoleons and Other Cases. I also got A Study in Scarlet, The Sign of 4, and The Valley of Fear. So these are the novels, or I mean they're very short. So yeah, whether they're quite novels or what's the word, novellas. Wow, why was that so hard? So now I have. So these are the ones I got this time, and then I also have these 2. So I think I now almost have the whole collection of Sherlocks in these editions, apart from The Hounds of the Baskervilles, which is probably going to be the most difficult to find, because I feel like it's the one that's most likely to be snapped up if someone sees it in the shop, because it's obviously the most famous one. So I would quite like to complete my collection. I've never really been a collector of books, but I feel like I'm starting to be a bit of a collector. So these were all second hand. I was super pleased to find them. I think they're going to look lovely on the shelf. I think I'm going to have to do some rereading of Sherlock. So I've read a lot of the short stories, and I've got some other editions here of the short stories, but they don't map across exactly to these collections. So I don't know which I've read and which I haven't. But there's definitely some stories that I've not read. But in terms of the novels, I'm pretty sure I've read A Study in Scarlet and The Sign of 4, I think. And I have read The Hound of the Baskervilles. But I don't think I've ever read The Valley of Fear, which is the last one. So I might do a reread of the 4 novels. I can get Hound of the Baskervilles out the library in order. That might be nice at some point. And then I also got another of these lovely Penguin editions, and I got Alice's Adventures in Wonderland by Lewis Carroll. This is a nice copy. I like the cover with the flamingos on the front. I do, and it does have pictures as well, which is nice. I do already own a copy of Alice in Wonderland, which is one of these little, what are they, Pan Macmillan ones, the little tiny ones with the gold leaf. Because I got this in this collection, which only cost me £5, and it was new as well. So this collection has, I mean, this has been on my shelf for a while. So as well as Alice in Wonderland, I have The Secret Garden, Hans Christian Andersen fairy tales and Anne of Green Gables. So anyway, I do have Alice in Wonderland, but I've never read one of these little Pat Macmillan books, and I feel like they might be annoyingly small and the font's quite small, so I don't know how much of an enjoyable reading experience that would be. So that's why I did get this one. And yeah, I don't think I've ever read Alice in Wonderland, I don't think. But the Disney film was my favourite Disney film by a mile when I was a child. I think probably just because it's really weird. So yeah, I was pleased to find Alice in Wonderland. And then I also got 2 of these British Library crime classics. So I got the Sussex Downs Murder by John Bude. So this one is about 2 brothers who live on the Sussex Downs. Their peaceful rural life is shattered when one of them disappears and his abandoned car is found. Has he been kidnapped or is his disappearance more sinister? So I got that one, and then this one is, like 2 books in one. So it's The Dead Shall Be Raised and The Murder of a Quack by George Bel Ayres. So The Dead Shall Be Raised, a skeleton is unearthed on the moor. 23 years earlier, the body of a young textile worker was found in the same spot and the prime suspect was never found. But the second body is now identified as his. And then Murder of a Quack, unsurprisingly, is a doctor is found dead, but it was not a suicide. So yeah, my dad apparently, because I told him I picked these ones up, because he likes reading these crime books as well. And he said both the ones in this collection he's read before, and he gave them both 4 stars, which is high praise indeed, because if you think my ratings are stingy, you should meet my dad. He'll be like, yeah, I like that book. I gave it 2 stars. So if he's given them 4 stars, then that is high praise. So that was my little second-hand book haul. This might not go up for a couple of weeks because I don't want to do 2 book hauls in a row. That feels like too consumerist, even though these are all like second-hand. But I have plans to rearrange my shelves and get rid of some books because I've run out of space basically. But I wanted to film this now before I start like moving stuff around. But hopefully these books will very soon have a home somewhere on these shelves. So thank you for watching. Let me know if you have read any of these books before, and I'll speak to you again very soon. Bye.